We put up a box there just beside the last year's nest, and moved out of that tree into the new box that we made. So it was great to see him going into the new box, but we weren't sure for a long time. And then I used to come out in the mornings here, and I would find a pellet on the ground, a little pellet that the bird would regurgitate, and I knew they were feeding and everything was going well then at that stage. So it was. We had him back. That was fantastic. So it was. Well, there's 2 chicks in the nest box this year, but they're in and out there the whole time, and we've seen them going in with food into the birds, into the chicks in the box. I've been out in the yard in the night time, and you don't hear the birds flying, but I've seen something going over my head, and it's just gone. And it's, I'm actually, when I go out in the night time, I'm going like the owl itself, looking around in the sky now. So I am. Because you just kind of get more conscious of the birds in the surroundings when you're used to them. But you'd hear them every night squealing in the background. We can hear them when we're in the bed, squealing, so we can. We leave the window open a small bit, and we can hear them. When the mothers come with food, because they'll be. I can't describe the screech of it. We'll be there. Oh, she's there again. That's the way it is. But it was like a film for us, because we could sit in the couch in the kitchen looking at them, and we used to knock off the telly and just sit all night looking at the birds with their head out, because sometimes the sensor light of the house would come on and it would brighten it up, and you'd have a great view of them. It was the best entertainment. It was the best seat in the house. Most nights you'd see something, so you'd see them glimmering in the background. It's fantastic. It's hard to describe what you're looking at, because it is special to see it now. One night they were out, it was about half 8, 9 o'clock, and we were able to see them, and they were bopping, and they were like they were at a disco bopping around, so they were. But that night in particular, it was fantastic now to see it. So it was. But the minute you come out the front door, they'd fly away. The older mother or father or whoever it is, they'd fly away. But before we'd go out, you'd know, they're out there. You could see the bare shadow or the whiteness of them. It was fascinating that they came so near, and we were in and out the whole time, and they never minded us. And in the winter time, I'd be walking in and out, or during the springtime, and they never minded me at all. The head would be twisting sometimes when they'd be looking out at you, but I think they got acclimatized to us as we did to them. So it is. But I myself, since the owls came here, I'm farming, and I give up using rat poison. And since I gave up using the rat poison, I thought, oh my God, I'm going to be run over. But I'd done it for the owl's sake. But we actually have less rats, I reckon, myself, since we started giving up the poison. And I used to use 2 buckets every year. So it's nature coming back to itself, I think, balances itself out if people leave it to themselves. We actually got it on the trail camera there. We have a picture of him carrying it was bigger than a mouse what he was bringing in. I don't know what it is, because it was an infrared picture we got, but it was fantastic to see it. So it was. There seemed to have plenty of food for him to survive in the areas. So they do. I couldn't say what is bringing them to this in particular spot, but they have no effect. I think they're after gaining. It's a gain for me to have them on the farm. So it is. I genuinely believe that. So it is. I have no mice or rats. I might have an odd one or two, but I used to be inundated with them. We used to have buckets of poison, but now it's zero. 4 or 5 years we had the buzzards, we have the pine martin, we have the stoat, and I actually know myself personally where there's an otter's nest or slide into the river, which we never had. And that was just through when COVID was on. I was used to go for a walk with the dog, and you'd be more in tune with nature. Most nights you'd see something, so you would. You'd see them glimmering in the background. It's fantastic. It's hard to describe what you're looking at, because it is special to see it now. I used to shoot anything that moved. And it was just, that's what I was brought up as. We used to there was a gun club here originally, and we used to rear pheasants for the gun club to go shoot them and everything here. And I don't know what was the turning point. It just, I'd be watching everything now. And you'd be driving along the road and you might see a buzzard on a tree or a bough or whatever. You'd be copping more. So it is. I think maybe we just slow down in life to see things better. I don't know what it is. I would do anything to keep him in it now at this stage. It's just, that's what I'd like to see him there. If I could keep him there, I'd do anything now. Oh God, I'll pay him to come back. Once they don't cut the tip.